Hello guys, welcome to my channel Cuts of Life, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make homemade chicken curry. It's a basic chicken curry which even any of our school children can make. For the chicken curry I have taken chicken that I have cut into small curry cut pieces, and to marinate the chicken you need basic masalas, which is garam masala, where I'm going to add a teaspoon and a half. Coriander powder, if it's optional, if you would like to, or if you don't have, that's very well fine. Chili powder, if you don't have green chilies, for today chicken I'm not using green chili, so instead of that I'm using chili powder. You can use how much you want, I'm just using half a teaspoon. Turmeric powder, which is very important in Indian cuisine, and it helps as an antiseptic too, so half a teaspoon of that. And half a teaspoon of cumin powder. And to add touch to that, I'm using ginger garlic paste, which is 1:2 ratio. That's what I calculate in my cooking. 1 is ginger and 2 is garlic. And salt, of course, which is the most important ingredient in cooking, in any cuisine. So once this is done, these are the ingredients you need to make the curry. I'm just going to mix it now. And to start cooking, add oil, turn the heat up, add onions, I finely chopped the onions. You can use sliced onions if you would like to. What I do is I like chopped onions because they cook very fast and they turn brown very fast as compared to the sliced onions. So as the onions are getting sauteed, the chicken is getting infused with the spices that I have added to the chicken, and it is getting more tastier. So the chicken absorbs all the salt that is added to the marination. So after that is done, you can add curry leaves. These are the curry leaves. What I have done is just plucked out the leaves. You can add how much you want. I will add like around 8 to 10 pieces of it, and then continue to saute, so it will ooze out all the flavors from the curry leaves. Once the onion turns translucent, add the tomatoes. These are also the fine chopped tomatoes what I have done. You can use sliced tomatoes if you would like to, and again, chopped tomatoes cook very fast and the process takes a shorter time. So what I'm going to do now is allow it to cook, and I'm just going to cover it up and keep it for around 2 minutes so that it leaves out all its juices. In around a minute you can open up the cover and you can see it is turning into golden brown. You can just give it a stir, or you can cook it for more longer if you would like to. What I'm going to do is, for me it is just well and good. Now what I'm going to do is add in the marinated chicken. You can see the chicken is well marinated with all the spices. I'm going to just throw it into the pan and throw out all the liquids into the pot. So once the chicken is inside the pan, the saucepan or the frying pan, just drop the chicken, don't do anything, you just cover it up so that the pores of the chicken are sealed from one side. Just leave it for around a minute and then you can give a stir and you can seal on the next side. When you seal the pores, what happens is all the important juices that are present in the chicken or in any meats, they are not been released and the chicken remains juicy. So in around a minute you open it up and then you just give a stir. So as you can see, the chicken is sealed from one side and I'm just letting it to get it sealed from the other end too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it up again and leave it for around a minute. So in around another 2 minutes you open up the cover and you can see the chicken is all sealed from all the sides. So once this process is done, you add in the potatoes. What I have done is I had added the water into the potatoes. I have thrown out the water and I'm adding in the potatoes. So once the potatoes are added to the chicken, you give a stir again and you cover it up. You cover, you just stir in the potatoes and you mix it along with the chicken and it smells delicious, let me tell you. Oh my god. And then you cover it up again and leave it for around 2 minutes and let the chicken cook. So as you can see, the chicken is cooked, and as this is getting done, you add in little bit of water. So you add in little bit of water and then you stir it again. Scrape out all the onions that have been stuck to the pan and just keep it in the center, cover and cook it again. So this will take around 10 minutes for the chicken to get cooked, as I'm cooking it on the induction, and let the chicken cook. So once this is done, I will show you the final product. In around 10 minutes you open it up and you can see the delicious chicken. You just lift up the cover, give it a stir and finish it up with chopped coriander. And once the coriander is added, just give it a stir so that the coriander spreads in the whole chicken evenly and releases all its flavors to the gravy. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to taste the chicken. So before putting it into a serving bowl, I'm going to taste the chicken and see if any seasoning is needed. Wow, perfect. So once this is done, switch off the flame and the chicken is ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it inside a serving bowl. this is the chicken curry. I have put it inside the serving bowl, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna garnish it with coriander sprig. So this is the final chicken curry, and you can either serve it with rice, roti, chapati, naan. It all depends upon your taste. What matters is the chicken curry. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you once again, and please hit the bell icon.